Hey, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use the graphing calculator to do the following. Doing the absolute value functions and finding the vertex. We're going to be using the calculator to graph these. Okay, first we're going to access the graphing part of the calculator by pressing the y equals key. Now how do we get absolute value in here? We press the math key, arrow over once to the num menu, and then our first option here is ABS. That's absolute value. Okay, now inside our absolute value symbols, we're going to hit this key, xt with the theta symbol and n. One press of that will put the x variable in here, and this is a very simple form of the absolute value function, and we can hit graph. As we see, we've got our characteristic v, and the vertex is right at the origin, 0, 0. We can hit the y equals key again to go back and change things around, like what happens if we put in a negative symbol in front of this. We hit second, the del key, which allows us to insert, and then the minus, the negative symbol, and then now it's in, so let's hit graph, and we see now that it has reflected over the x-axis, and we have it opening downward. The vertex, though, is now a maximum, and it's still at 0, 0. Okay, let's try a few more interesting things. I'm going to remove this negative symbol, and inside the absolute value sign I'm going to insert, let's see, plus 2, and on the outside of the symbols I will put plus 3. Hitting graph. Alright, it looks like it is shifted to the left 2 units and up 3 units. That's where our new minimum or vertex of the graph is. To confirm this, we can hit second and then the trace key, and we can look for the minimum. Alright, now here we have our little spider, and I'm going to put it to the left of where I see the minimum is. I'm going to hit the enter key, and then I'm going to move over to the right of where the minimum is and hit the enter key and hit enter again, and it finds the minimum. The vertex is at -2, 3. Okay, let's see what happens when I put in a negative symbol in front of our absolute value sign. Now it will reflect, it'll be opening downward, but what will it look like exactly? Aha! The vertex is still in the same place, but it's reflected downward here. Looks like it's reflected across the y equals 3 line if we put that right there. In fact, we can put in a line. 3. We can hit graph. There, that kind of makes it easier to see. Okay, hope this little tutorial helped you understand how to graph and find the vertex and so forth.